Welcome back. It's something we had already called, but now it's going to happen.
A judge will decide if men charged in alleged kidnapping and robbery involving Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty will be released pending trial. The factors that the judge will consider include criminal history, flight risk, and whether they have means to pay their bail. Fox 13's investigative reporter Kayla Solomon joins us live from federal court downtown. Kayla, that hearing, in fact, just wrapped up.
Darcy, is actually still going on, heading into hour 4 at this point. But we were able to get a bond assigned for Lontrell Williams Sr., the father of Pooh Shiesty. The judge ultimately decided she's going to assign him a home incarceration, which she says is the strictest bond she can assign outside of giving him or granting him into federal custody. She said the only time he is allowed to leave his home is to attend his court dates in Dallas, where this case will ultimately be tried. And she said he'll be under electronic monitoring while this all plays out. Now, today was supposed to be a detention hearing for 4 of the 5 defendants who
they not playing. They not playing with these things.
Are being held in federal custody in Memphis. They're listed as co-conspirators in an alleged kidnapping and robbery that happened in Dallas back in January. Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty, his dad, and other men are accused of kidnapping and robbing rapper Gucci Mane and others in a recording studio. In court today, federal prosecutors called up an FBI agent who was part of the Violent Crimes Division in Dallas. He walked through the accusations in the indictment and answered questions from defense attorneys. The judge ruled there is enough probable cause to move forward with the case. So at this point, it's unclear how late we'll go into tonight, but we do know that Lontrell Williams Sr., father of Pooh Shiesty, has been assigned home incarceration and cannot leave his home unless he's attending a court hearing in Dallas.
That's because he ain't had that Draco in his hand. They got it on camera. And they actually say cheese, man. Let's see. I don't know if Seti Nash is even gonna show it here in this video or not, but Say Cheese, let me see. Say Cheese actually like posted a couple screenshots right here of Pooh Shiesty in Big 30 and them, you know what I'm saying, in the studio, leaving the studio actually. So that's this right here. If y'all can see, y'all should be able to. So this is what the studio looked like. You can see them standing there. I don't know what this here is on the floor. Set it. All the pictures must be, yeah. So I don't know if Seti Nash gonna show us or not, but it's on camera. They know what happened.
That 5th man, unless he's attending a court hearing in Dallas. We also know that 5th man, Corday Johnson, his detention hearing will be held next week on Tuesday. He was just assigned a public defender today.
Public defender, is that
That is
right?
Fox 13's Kayla Solomon.
Yeah. Money ain't been put up. Money ain't set aside. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no trust fund for you. You know what I'm saying? You go down in the game with Pooh Shiesty. Nah, you gotta get you a public defender. Yeah, you gotta get you a public defender, man.
Reporting live tonight. Thank you so much, Kayla.
Get paid real quick. That's $5 right.
No.
Get us. You was becoming the next TMZ. Damn, Seti Nash. You was becoming the next TMZ. You had the story before anybody had the story. Why didn't you tell us that Pooh Shiesty daddy got out? Because he didn't. Hey, the marshals, the judge, the damn feds, they said, get over here. Nash, you a lie, bro. You lied to us. Subscribe now, please. We are almost 20K away from the Xbox and PlayStation giveaway, or Xbox PlayStation giveaway, for these very reasons. Roll it! In the United States District Court for the Northern District of Texas, Dallas Division, United States versus Lontrell Williams Sr., order on government's request to stay pretrial release order. Before the court is the government's notice of motion and request to stay pretrial release order, the notice docket number 9. The government states that it intends to file a motion to revoke the order releasing defendant Lontrell Williams Sr. Defendant on pretrial conditions, docket number 9. at 1, the government asked the court to stay the release order until its motion to revoke can be decided. Having carefully considered the notice, the court grants the government's request to stay the pretrial release order. On March 30th, 2026, defendant was charged by criminal complaint in the Northern District of Texas with kidnapping in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1201A and 1201C. See generally docket number 1. Defendant was arrested in the Western District of Tennessee and on the same day made his initial appearance before the United States Magistrate Judge in case number 226MJ0007, WD, Tennessee. The government moved to detain defendant pending trial, docket number 6. The docket in that case reflects that after the hearing on the detention motion, the magistrate judge issued an order setting conditions of release, the release order for defendant, but the magistrate judge stayed the release order through Monday, April 6, 2024. The court orders that the release order as to defendant Latrell Williams Sr. is stayed until such time as the court determines the government's motion to revoke the release order or until otherwise ordered by the court. The court further orders the United States Marshal Service to transport defendant Latrell Williams Sr. forthwith to the Dallas Division of the Northern District of Texas, where he shall remain in custody, pending further order of this court. The government shall file its motion to revoke by August 13, 2026. Defendant shall file his response by April 20th, 2026. So ordered, signed April 3rd, 2026.
Bro, I hate all this word and shit. Just give it to us simple.
Yeah. Big 30 Daddy. Big 30 Daddy.
That's a wild name. That's wild. That's wild to say.
Shiesty Daddy ain't going nowhere.
So what they revoked it, or they didn't revoke it? Kind of confused.
Sit down. Nigga, you was a government informant and they ain't even let you out. You supposed to go, bro, I helped y'all out. Y'all supposed to help a brother out. But I guess you broke the code that you agreed to them when you were supposed to essentially agree to continually help them. Technically, he's supposed to pull a queso daddy and throw his ass up under the bus, not orchestrate and facilitate interstate commerce for a robbery. No disrespect to Pooh Shiesty dad or nothing like that, but it is what it is. But there's also some rumors that were brewing today that
if it's all on camera, bruh, what does niggas need to talk for, though? Like,
absolutely were not true. And shout out to Bryson Boone Paul, because, bruh, I'm going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. They got something else wrong, too. Yo Gotti's attorney, Arthur Horn, hasn't submitted any documentation that he is Big 30's legal counsel at the moment. This is currently inaccurate. And it says Memphis legend Yo Gotti's attorney, Arthur Horn, is representing Big 30 and Pooh Shiesty in Gucci Mane's robbery case. But let's listen to what he got to say.
He doesn't have a criminal history. He doesn't have a criminal record. He's been making music for a number of years. He and Pooh Shiesty kind of came up in the music game together, and they were sort of like, they're very close, and they made, some magical music. I just hope that people will wait to pass judgment on Rodney and these other individuals until all the facts come out.
There we go. I expect if anybody gets a bond, it's going to be Big 30. He don't really got no criminal record. He stood in front of the door. If the daddy ain't get a bond, because the
nigga, he's the main kidnapper. Big 30 is the main kidnapper. He is the one who did the kidnapping, nigga. If he the one sat his big ass front the motherfucking dope, nigga, he the one that initiated the kidnapping, nigga. Just pulling the gun on a nigga ain't kidnapping. You know what I'm saying? It's kidnapping when you stand in front of that door with the gun, nigga. There's someone else. Other people got guns pointed at them. You know what I'm saying? That's the main kid. That nigga. So that nigga don't got no record. They not gonna do hella time for this, bro. Hope y'all know that. Rappers always get out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? There's some black on black shit. They gonna fuck around and be like, okay, yeah, we gonna let them. Pooh Shiesty, now this probation violation, he might do another 5-piece. He probably gonna do another 5-piece. You know what I'm saying? Possibly a 10-piece. possibly more than that, but I don't see it being more than 10 for sure. You know, like.
Eddie, he really gonna get charged probably.
But it's a lot more that goes into it than just the armed robbery, because it was motivated behind a contract. I don't know if that could be another charge or not. That's like extortion. You know what I'm saying?
With conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't
Let's Google the definition of extortion. So we had this clear. Crime by attaining money, property, or services through coercion, typically involving threats of future physical harm, reputation damage, or abuse of public office. Unlike robbery, the victim consents to hand over property due to threats. It is heavily punished under federal laws. I mean, they didn't charge him with that, but it could low key. This is low key extortion though. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is actually extortion.
had no
Extortion, robbery, and kidnapping.
gun or nothing like that. But one could argue, well, shit, it don't matter if you had a gun or not. You still was in the room and blah, blah, blah. But that's for the lawyers to argue, not lawyers for workers who I destroyed, by the way.
Wait, so what?
One could argue, well, shit, it don't matter if you had a gun or not. But he ain't had no gun or nothing. Probably with conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't had no gun or nothing like that. But
So Big 30 didn't have no gun.
one could argue, well, shit, it don't matter if you had a gun or not. You still was in the room and blah, blah, blah. But that's for the lawyers to argue, not lawyers for workers who I destroyed.
So they actually got Pooh Shiesty with the Drake in his hand on camera.
By the way, if y'all want, man,
And
like
Big 30 didn't have no
9
clip.
Mag and all them and everything that take my content that I put and put it on their Instagram. Somebody put on TikTok and did 1 million views. Another person put it on on Twitter and did 1 million views. If you want some free content when I go live, follow me on at Seti Nash. Yeah, that right there. One word. Now let's get right back into it. Pooh Shiesty's daddy is going to more than likely cop out to a lesser. Big 30, if he shuts his mouth, is going to cop out to a lesser, come home earlier than everybody else, and the streets is going to reward him with being solid, but being a straight up dummy. The story of Big 30 will be this. You got with the hottest artist who was your homeboy and all that, and you gave that man some money and sat up there and basically could not convince this man to not go with that plan. Somebody said it all the way right. I don't know who it is, but tag them in the comments because they got it right. They said, bruh, y'all did some nigga shit when it was supposed to be lawyer work. Y'all took the streets to where the courtrooms were supposed to reside.
But see, this is the thing though, bro. This is why I be saying Pooh Shiesty did what he was supposed to do as a gangster. As a gangster, this is what you supposed to do. Cause you could look at everything like fucking snitching, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be a snitch in no type of aspect. So you gonna pull a Pooh Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? As a gangster, that's what you supposed to do. You ain't supposed to go get no lawyer. Nigga, go pull up on Gucci Mane about that. Nigga, sign this motherfucking paperwork, nigga. You know what I'm saying? See, Pooh Shiesty think he bigger than the program. And he almost was. If he could have got away with this, Pooh Shiesty would have been bigger than the program. For sure. That's a gangster move. You know what I'm saying? That's a bold move, bro. I mean, it's a crash out move too. You know? I'm not commending this shit, but you know, as a gangster, nigga, you want to be the most biggest gangster in the world, nigga? Do what Pooh Shiesty just did, yup. Yup. You can do some time for it for sure. You're not gonna do life, but see where this get tricky is this could instantly turn into a shootout. Instantly turn into a shootout. Now somebody dead. just like that. You know.
Put out a story tomorrow where I'll let
But Pooh Shiesty, no, they ain't gonna do all the time in the world for this. They not.
y'all judge with y'all feelings and y'all hearts over y'all logic, because that's really what the crux of this all is. End of the day, bro, this was dumb on all sides. Gucci Mane's side, Pooh Shiesty's side. And the video that comes out tomorrow will leave you guys stuck right in the middle.
Is that right?
It just will. Because there is no way in hell that we can sit up here and wash our hands of certain things. For the people who are out here saying Gucci Mane didn't tell, Gucci Mane didn't tell. Well, if Gucci Mane is a businessman, which y'all all have accepted and everything, all right, cool. But I asked you, where was the businessman when he was standing up while Young Jeezy was sitting down and basically rapping about Young Jeezy's deceased homeboy, and said, send some more, we'll bury him. We'll dig their ass up. We smoking on Pookie Loke tonight.
That's that ego shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I won't even say that's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. What Pooh Shiesty doing is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? He's doing see, all this shit is ego. It's all ego. What Gucci is doing is ego, and what Pooh Shiesty did to Gucci is ego. It's all ego. All in the name of being street and a rapper. You know what I'm saying? It's all ego.
Ass up. You sounded like you was 20 years old then. I'm just trying to understand something. How was it that you was gangster a couple of years ago, but now you not gangster?
It's for the image.
Just gonna put that part out there since everybody want to argue. Argue that point for me. If y'all want to go with the freaking, oh, he's a businessman and all that route, that's cool. I just disagree with it based off of what he did on that stage. And if you disagree with that, then so be it. That's your stance. I'm not here to fight y'all on that. But
Hey, that's what come with what. See, this only really matters though. I mean, like, don't get it fucked up. In real life, niggas are still can talk their shit and call you a snitch or whatever, bro. But it's a bigger deal. It's a bigger problem. Like, these ain't no regular people. They could just walk on and move on with their life and leave the streets alone. And nah, bro, you dedicated your life to being a street rapper. You blew up. You got famous, nigga. You have to that sticks with you your whole life. So, bro, if you say, oh, you a businessman now, or something change up, nigga, you know what I'm saying? People gonna call you a snitch, bro. Like, this is what it is, bro. But it's just like, at what point do the black man get to grow up, bro, and move different as a man? You know what I'm saying? At what point do we get to leave the hood mindset and all this behind? No matter how gangster we've been in the past or whatever, bro. Like, that don't mean a nigga won't slap the shit out you, though. That don't mean a nigga won't still get down with you, though, because a nigga is moving different these days. And I ain't even just advocating for snitching, because I don't fuck with snitching. I don't feel like Gucci even had to snitch if he snitched. But that's just what come with it, bro. Like, you gotta carry that image the rest of your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let this be a regular person in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, even me, bro. I can do some goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't to the point to where blogs is picking me up, nigga, and posting me all over the place, and it's like it's not escapable, nigga. I could fucking do whatever the hell, and you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna say ain't gonna be no consequences or no receipt of it out there. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, I could snitch, say fuck the streets, nigga, walk away, and quit rapping and do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And wouldn't nobody give a fuck, cause I ain't famous, nigga. I ain't famous. When you famous, it hit way different. It ain't you can't become a businessman, nigga, unless you willing to get out here and say, yes, I'm a businessman and I will snitch. You know what I'm saying? This is not even really a snitching type of situation. Like, I don't feel like he had to snitch. And if you did snitch, what are you really gaining from it other than keeping the contract? Which is big for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's like you either take the L or you snitch. What you gonna do? You know? Um, but if you Gucci, man, right? See what happens is he didn't he probably don't own his music. So, he getting Pooh Shiesty money. So Pooh Shiesty go the nigga gonna go broke. Well, I don't know how true that is, but hey, shit
It is what
crazy.
it is. But Gucci Mane's story of what happened and him yapping his flap actually saved Pooh Shiesty from a life sentence. I'll prove it right here in this video.
Is that
Make sure
right?
you subscribe, turn on bell, stay notified, and share to keep your people aware. We are 20K away from the giveaway. These two right here. 3 days ago, what were we? 23K.
Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think though, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, cause that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at y'all in the next one, and I'm gone. TY Peter 9.